Welcome to all. This is Bhavani. I'm studying BTech final year CSE in Welfare Institute of Science, Technology and Management. Now I'm going to explaining about our project. Our project name is Making Healthcare Chatbot Using NLP and our project guide is Jyoti Madam. My team members are P. Gayatri, M. Mohan Priya, G. Navin Kumar. So before going to abstract, I want to telling about what is chatbot. So chatbot means it's a computer program or a machine. It interacts with the users using natural language. Here we are using NLP technique. NLP means natural language processing. It is used to develop the chatbot which helps to interact between humans and machines with the natural language. NLP, it will understand the human language and processing the language. It will be used in many applications such as automatic summarization, translation, named entry recognition. In many ways it will be used. We are using NLP technique. So next, coming to abstract. Nowadays healthcare is very important in our life, but it is very difficult to consult a doctor if any health issue because of people are must busy with their works at home or office, so they have not people are must busy with their works at home or office, so they have no time to check up their health. They are not concerned about their health issues, so even small problem they are avoid to go in hospital. It may become a major problem. So that's why we are introducing healthcare chatbot using artificial intelligence. This chatbot, it can diagnose the disease and provides the basic details about the disease before consulting a doctor. So through chatbots, user can communicate with text or voice. User can start a conversations like user friendly by using text or voice. That's based on user choice. Bot will provide the which type of disease you have based on user symptoms and appeared doctor details respective to the user disease, and also provides analgesics. Analgesics means it provides the medicine, and also it gives the it will provides the food suggestions. That means which food you have to take more. It is respective to the disease. The chatbot will clarify on the user symptoms with a series of questions, and symptom confirmation will be done. And this disease will be categorized as major and minor disease. If it is major disease, the bot will suggested with the bot will suggested to the user like it will provide the doctor details and also provides analgesics for further treatment, and it gives the food. If it is minor disease, it will provides the precautions of the disease and general medicine. So the user can achieve the real benefit of a chatbot only when it can diagnose all kind of disease and provides necessary information. This is all about abstract. Next, coming to introduction. So already you know all what is chatbot, why we are using healthcare chatbot. So we can develop a healthcare chatbot using artificial intelligence. It can diagnose the disease and it provides the basic information about the disease before consulting a doctor, which helps the patients know more about their disease and improves their health. User can achieve the all kind of disease information. So how you take the information from the user to the bot? It will based on system. It will based on question and answer protocol. User can give the input. The bot will take the input from the user. It will processing the sentence. The bot will take the important keywords from the sentence by applying some algorithms. We are using TF-IDF, cosine similarity n-gram algorithm. So by applying those algorithms, it will fetching the significant keywords from the sentence. It will compare the symptoms. And if it is matched the significant and the relevant answer will be displayed. processing like that. So what will it will finally it will diagnose the which type of disease you have based on user symptoms, and also it will gives the doctor details of particular disease, analgesics and food suggestions. By using these applications we can reduce the health issues. The system is developed to reduce the healthcare cost and user time. We can save the user time, and that means whoever not possible to meet the doctor or consulting doctor. So next, okay, all about, so this is all about introduction. Next will be explained by P. Gayatri.
Myself, P. Gayatri. I am studying BTech final year, CSE branch in Welfare Institute of Science, Technology and Management. Now I am going to explaining the topics are existing system, proposed system and system requirements. Existing system. Many of the existing systems we have live charts through text only, and we have some limitations such as there is no instant response given to the patient, so they have to wait for a long time for expert acknowledgement. And we have also some of the process may charge amount to perform live charts or a telephone communication, so that in existing system it takes more time to respond to the user questions, and we have also pay some charges to perform live chart. Coming to proposed system. In our proposed system, the user can chat with the board through voice or text regarding the query based on the user convenient language. The system uses an expert system to answer the queries. So user can also view the available doctors for that particular disease. The system can also be used by the multiple users to get the counseling sessions online, because it is the online application. It is available on 24/7 hours. So multiple users, they can access the data of the chatbot stored in the database in the form of pattern template. Bot will provide analgesics and food suggestion. Analgesics means which type of medicine you have to take, and food suggestion means which type of food you have to take based on the disease. So in the proposed system, it can reducing the healthcare cost, and we have to save the user time. Don't go to hospital for even any small problems. Now coming to system requirements. System requirements consist of hardware requirements and software requirements. Here hardware requirements are i3 processor, minimum 10 GB hard disk, monitor 15 VGA color, RAM 512 MB. Coming to software requirements, operating system Windows 7 or Windows 10. We are developing a web application, so we are using the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and programming language we are using Python, and the package is Flask. We are using the Python version 2.7.15. In the next part we will be continuing by G. Naveen Kumar.
Hello, I am Naveen, and I am going to explain about algorithms. We are applying two algorithms to implement healthcare chatbot system. First one is DFIDF and second one is question similarity algorithm. First one is DFIDF. Based on user response, we find the importance keyword by using this DFIDF algorithm. Oftentimes, when building a model with the goal of understanding text, you will see all of stop words being removed. Another strategy is to score the relative importance of words using DFIDF. The number of times a word appears in a document divided by the total number of words in the document. Every document has its own term frequency. Here is the formula of DFIDF. Suppose we taken two examples. First one is I am suffering from fever, and second one is I am suffering from headache. And TF formula, this is the formula of TF, term frequency, number of occurrences by number of words in document. This is the example 1 term frequency calculation and example 2 term frequency calculation. Number of occurrences. Here in example 1, the number of occurrences of I as 1, and example 1 has number of words 1 2 3 4 5. Here we have 5 words, so we're calculating occurrences by number of words in the document. TF of I is 0.2, TF of M is 0.2, TF of suffering is 0.2, and TF of from 0.2. And example 2 also same strategy. And this is the inverse document frequency, the log of the number of documents divided by the number of documents that containing the word. Inverse data frequency determines the weight of rare words across all documents in the corpus. This is the formula of inverse document frequency. Inverse document frequency. This is the formula, log of n by df of t. Here also we're taking the same examples. This is the formula of inverse document frequency. Log of number of documents by number of documents containing word. Idea of I. We have number of documents. Here we taken 2 documents, and here we have I repeated 2 times, so 2 by 2 equal to log of 2 by 2 equal to 0, and I am also same. I am also repeated 2 times, and suffering also repeated 2 times, from repeated 2 times, and fever repeated only 1 time, and headache also repeated 1 time. So IDF of fever and IDF of headache is have both same values. And next, quotient similarity algorithm. Quotient similarity algorithm is measure of similarity between of 2 non-zero vectors of an inner product space that measures the quotient of the angle between them. And this technique are also used to cohesion within the cluster. This is the calculation of quotient similarity algorithm. After we getting the values of TF and IDF, we multiplying the values in this quotient similarity algorithm. Here the two documents in TF IDF, document 1 and document 2, and document of term frequency of I in first document is 0.2, and inverse document frequency of I in first document is 0. Term frequency of M is 0.2 in first document. Inverse document frequency of M in first document is 0. Term frequency of suffering is 0.2 in first document, and inverse document frequency of suffering is value 0.0 in first document. Term frequency of value of from is 0.2 in first document. We get the 0.2 in first document. Inverse document frequency of from is 0. Term frequency value of fever in first document is 0.2. Inverse document frequency of fever in first document is 0.301, and has no keyword in document 1, so we put the value with 0. In document 2, after we calculate the document 2, in document 2 we getting the term frequency of I is 0.2. Inverse document frequency value of I is 0. Term frequency value of M is 0.2. Inverse document frequency value of M is 0 in document 2. In term frequency of suffering is 0.2. Inverse document frequency of value is 0. Term frequency of from is 0.2. Inverse document frequency value of from is 0. Term frequency value of fever in document 2, we have no keyword. Fever has no keyword in document 2, so we put the value with 0. After term frequency value of headache is 0.2. Inverse document frequency of value of headache in document 2, we get 0.301. After we multiplying TF and IDF, we get the costimulated calculation. TF, we get the values of I 0, am 0, suffering 0, from 0, fever 0.012, headache 0. Document 2, I have fever have 0, headache we get the headache value is 0.012. So we here we have fever and headache have more weightage. Importance keyword using the weightage. See the more weightage values here we have fever and headache. So here fever and headache is the importance keywords. In this way we calculating TF and IDF causal similarity algorithm. In this algorithms we use it to know the importance keywords from given user response. This is the algorithm calculation. Next one is continued by Monapriya.
Myself Mohan Priya. I am going to explain about the architecture and flow diagram in our project. In our project, the user can easily communicate with the chatbot. First, the user can start the conversation through web chat. User gives the input in text format. Then the processing of the input will be done using the algorithms Ngram, TF-IDF, cosine similarity. The chatbot will clarify the user's symptoms with series of questions and symptom confirmation will be done. The diseases will be categorized as minor and major disease. The chatbot will reply whether it is a minor disease or major disease based on the user symptoms. If it is minor disease, the chatbot will display the disease based on the user symptoms and it displays analgesics. And if it is major disease, the chatbot will display the disease, analgesics, diet, doctor details nearby the user based on the user symptoms. All information will be stored in the database. Coming to the flowchart. First, the chatbot will take the input from the user, then the processing of the sentence will be done using the algorithms. Then it takes set of symptoms based on the user input using algorithms, TF-IDF, Ngram, and cosine similarity. After that, comparison and matching of the symptoms will be done based on the input in database. Then the chatbot specifies the disease and it categorizes the disease as major and minor diseases. If it is major disease, the chatbot will display the disease, analgesic, diet, doctor details nearby the user based on the symptoms. If it is minor disease, the chatbot will display the disease based on the symptoms and displays the analgesics. Next part will be continued by Navin Kumar.
Okay, let's start our project execution. Let's start the server. It takes some time to download Analytica packages, natural language toolkit packages. Wait for some time. Here we are using Flask for show our Python output in web. This is for this Flask for user interface. This is our host address. In this host address, the web user interface will be visible. Okay, copy this user interface. You copy this host address, and okay, 5000 our host address. Here is our
I am your chatbot.
office.
Based on your symptoms here I predict your disease. And I also suggest analgesics treatment scans diet for that prediction disease. Hi there, are you having any health issues? Y/N.
If you have any health issues, say S.
Okay, tell me about your symptoms.
Yeah, I have fever.
Which type of fever you have? And please mention your symptoms, then we try to calculate your disease.
High body temperature and a headache. If you have any symptoms, then give the user response. Here the chatbot will calculate our disease based on our symptoms.
High body temperature, severe headache, and tiredness.
This is our symptom.
Pred_diseases, fever. Analgesics, paracetamol or aspirin. Treatment scans, Tylenol, ibuprofen to treat stomach irritation. Diet, fluid intake like Gatorade, fruit juices, or milk. Enter your PIN code to see available doctors nearby you.
My area pin code is 530011.
530011-. Name DRM.Satureo. Contact number 0891-2709-239. Location Makapuram beside post office. Timings 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Specialist ent 530011-. Name DRR.Narayana. Contact number 0891-2709-239. Location Sriharipuram Vinayaka Temple. Timings 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m.
This is the ENT.
Specialist ent.
ENT. And after we say time.
You are welcome.
This is our algorithm calculation. Based on user symptoms, the algorithms will work here in this server. I will show this. You given high body temperature and headache. This is the TF-IDF calculation here. Already said in algorithms. This is the cosine similarity. Here headache and fever we have more weightage, so it taken from the files data. It after it replies to that user response. In our project, the user have one advantage, that is the bot will read messages for him, and if the disease is minor, the bot does not show the doctors the disease major disease. The bot will show the available doctors nearby him. Suppose we take another user.
I am glad you are talking to me. Are you having any health issues? Y/N. Okay, tell me about your symptoms.
Coughing, and chest pain.
Wheezing, coughing, and troubled breathing, chest pain, pred_diseases, asthma. Analgesics, metered dose inhalers, nebulizers. Treatment scans, asthma therapy. Diet, fruits and vegetables. This may become a major problem. Enter your PIN code to see available doctors nearby you.
The diet. This may become a major problem. Enter your PIN code to see our doctor. Okay, our area PIN code
530025. Name Dr. Bobji. Contact number 7382176342. Location opposite Alpha Hotel. Specialist, gastroenterologist.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Conclusion. So chatbot, it's a great tool for conversation between human and chatbot. This application is developed for getting a quick response from the bot, which means without any delay, it gives the accurate result to the user. So it is concluded that the usage of chatbot is user friendly. That means we can start a conversation like user friendly and can be used by any person who knows how to type in their own language. It will provide the personalized diagnosis based on the symptoms. This application is going to be very helpful to the users as they can easily get medical assistance without paying much. That means when you want to go to a hospital, we have to wait for a long time and so much amount you are paying. So we can by using this application we can reduce those steps, and also they are getting all this just at their home using smartphone. And next, coming to future scope, I hope this application is successfully achieved. It is used for next generation. That means people getting more awareness on the disease, because of people are going to spend more time in messaging app than any other apps. The implementation of personalized medicine would successfully save many lives and create a medical awareness among the people. No matter how far people are, they can achieve the medical conversation. The only requirement they need is a simple desktop and smartphone with internet connection. We should require compulsory desktop or smartphone with internet connection. The efficiency of chatbot can be improved by adding more combination of words and increasing the use of database so that of medical chatbot could handle all type of diseases. So I hope it's successfully done. Thank you all. Thank you so much all for giving this opportunity, and special thanks to our HOD KV Lakshmi ma'am and our project guide Jyoti ma'am from bottom of my heart and behalf of my team members. Thank you.